Hello guys, welcome again. Myself Sonika Garwal from India, and in this video I am going to explain you the banking system, especially the recurring deposit, and this topic is included in the ICS board of class 10 in chapter 2. The video is just based on the conceptual questions by which I want to give you concepts and you apply those concepts in your questions given in your textbook, given in your sample papers or any other book, and I am damn sure that you will get the answers. Now before starting the questions and the videos and some text and concepts, I want to give you a just basic concept about the lesson. In this lesson, as we know, the name is suggests this is the banking. Banking means there's a place where we just go and deposit some money. Any person just go and deposit some money, and after some time he receives that money from the bank. But in the meantime, the bank also provide him some cash. Okay, just see how it happens. For example, there's a man, he monthly deposited some money. When a man monthly deposits some money and the money is fixed, it doesn't changes, then this money is known as the installment money, and this deposit is known as a recurring deposit, which you have to go to study, which you studied in this chapter. So the one thing clear, the man deposited fixed money every month. Okay, this money will never get changed, and this money is known as installment money, and this type of deposit is known as recurring deposit. Okay, now any man just go to the bank and deposits the money for a certain period of time, and for that certain period of time the money is locked. He is not able to take out that money, and bank also provides some interest to that man. Bank also add up some interest to that money, and when the fixed time is over, the man gets some value and from the bank, which is termed as the maturity value, which that man receives. And maturity value is consists of the total money deposited by the bank and the sum of the simple interest given by bank to him. This is the whole concept of recurring deposit, and we just learn in this chapter the formulas and the ways by which we can calculate it, the maturity value, the simple interest, the money which we got from the bank using some simple formula of mathematics. Now enjoy the video and just learn the concepts. And one thing more, if you like the way of my teaching, if you like the way of giving concepts, if you like me selecting the questions by which we give you concepts, then please subscribe and also tell your friends. It motivates me to make such videos again and again. Thank you. Now I am going to start with the topic of our chapter recurring deposit in the chapter banking, which is of the lesson 2nd of your ICSE board. Now the first question I have taken here, I am taking the question just as a sample. These are not from your books, but I am trying to give you the concept behind the questions. Now there is a one simple question. If a man deposits rupees 100 for the 20 month, okay, there's a man, he deposits per month 100 rupees in a bank account just as a recurring deposit, and he deposited rupees 100 for the 20 months. Continuous 20 months he deposited rupees 100 in the bank at the rate of interest 10%. That means the bank paid him at the rate, the bank paid him the interest of rupees interest of 10%. Okay, now we have to find the two things: how much interest, how much simple interest the man got from the bank, and what is the maturity value of the money after 20 months. That means after 20 months how much money that the man received. Okay, now firstly I am going to tell you what's the formula behind that. For simple interest, as we know, we have the formula P into R into T over 100. Okay, the same formula goes over here, P into R over 100. Okay, but in place of T, in case of installments, we write n plus 1 over 2 into 12, where n is in terms of months, okay, and not in years. Clear? One thing clear, n is the time we have to written in form of months and not in form of years in order to get the simple interest in case of recurring deposits. So just memorize this formula, and now it's very easy. We just put it rupees 100, it is what? P R. That means where there is percentage sign, this is R. Okay, and where there is month, this is N. Okay, some children have problem in these things also. So installment, I write P. In place of P, I write installment for I. That is, installment is in rupees, rate of interest, the thing we have in percentage, and N, it must be written in months. Okay, just remember it. Okay, now just find out the answer. So we have, this is 100, rate of interest 10%, and for the 20 months. Okay, now I am going to solve the question. I think it's very easy. Just do the question by your own along with me and find out the answer. So we have simple interest is equals to 100, rate of interest is 10 over 100, and N is 20 into 20 plus 1 over 2 into 12. This get cancelled. So we have 2 tens are 20, 2 6s are 12, 2 5s are 10, 2 5s are 10, 2 3s are 6. That means 25 into 21 over 3. So we have 7, 7 5s are 35, 3 7 2s are 14, 3 17. So we got 175 rupees as the simple interest. That is rupees 175 we got as an interest from the bank. Okay. Now we have to find out the maturity value. For the maturity value, as I have told you earlier, it is the money which we deposited in the bank plus the interest which we got from the bank. So formula for maturity value is number of installment into number of months, because 100 rupees per month is submitted in the bank, is deposited in the bank for 20 months. So I deposited not only 100, we deposited 100 into 20 rupees plus the simple interest we got from the month during the 20 months. Okay. So here the value of I we know 100 and N is 20, and simple interest we got here is 175. So we have 2000 plus 175, that is 2175 rupees. This is the maturity value, and this is the basic concept. And when just do this question 1 and 2 times so that you got the concept in your mind, and I am damn sure that you can solve each and every question regarding this concept. I am taking one more question. Now we have the second question on our screen. There's a little bit difference in both of the questions. Just see over here. I am taking the same values. If a man deposit rupees 100, that means he deposit installment of rupees 100 for 4.5 years. Okay. At rate of interest is at 10%. In the previous question, I am taking here the months, and in this question it is given in years. So we again have to find simple interest and the maturity value. Just do the analysis. We have installment of rupees 100, clear, and rate of interest is 10%. Now for N, how much time it is deposited the money. So it is given in 4.5 years. So this N should be taken in months. So convert into the months. We have 4 2s are 8. 4 into 12 because it is in years, plus half into 12. So we have 48 plus 6, that means 54 months. This step should be taken, otherwise your question will not give you the right answer. So just change if it is given in years into the months. For the months, we have to multiply with the 12 and add them. Clear? Now it's simple. We can find the simple interest and the maturity value. Firstly, found the simple interest. We have the formula installment into n plus 1 into r over 2 into 12 into 100. This is the formula. Okay. So installment here is rupees 100. Rate of interest 10 over 100. And value of n is 54 into 55 into 2 into 12. It can cancel and just solve it and you will get the answer. Now solve the questions and find out the answer. So here I just want to explain you, when the time is given in the years, just convert into the months, and for conversion into the months you have to multiply with the 12. Okay, it is 54 into 55 and 2 into 12. Now divide it by 6. 6 times are 54, 6 2s are 12. This is 2 5s are 10. So we have 45 into 55 over 2. That means we have, just do that, 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20, 22. Then 5 2 2, we have 5 7 4 2 divided over 2. See, so we got the answer. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 6 1 7, 2 7s are 14, 1 50. This much money we got as the interest. Okay. Now we have to find the maturity value. That means the total money received by the bank. Okay. So in order to find the total money received by the bank, the second portion, maturity value, is equals to installment of rupees 100 for the 54 months plus the simple interest, that is 1237.50. Okay. If you forget the formula, just rewind the video and find the formula. So the maturity value formula is installment in number of months plus simple interest. Okay. I again write the formula here in this question. Now just solve it. So we have 5400 plus 1237.50. When we add this, we have 50, 37, then 6, then 6. This is the right answer. Okay. In this way, we do the questions regarding the recurring deposits. After that, I am going to take some more concept. Now just watch another question on your screen, that Mr. Aman deposit rupees 2500 for 2 years and he got money as the maturity value, that is 67,500 rupees. Find the simple interest and the rate of interest given by the bank. One thing I also want to share with you, that in these types of questions, when we study these, we are little bit confused what we do and what is given, because we are not enough big to understand the question. So firstly, make the analysis of the question. It gives you a easy going concepts so that you are able to understand and you are able to solve the questions. Now just read out the question carefully. Mr. Aman deposit rupees 2500. So he deposit rupees 2500. So what is 2500? It is the installment money. I never write it as P. I write it as installment money. That means rupees 2500. Now for n is equals to 2 years. That means the time period is 2 years. Okay. He got money as maturity value and nothing is given. So we have maturity value and it is 6,7,500 rupees. Okay, just do the analysis. Now we have to find. So what is we have to find? Simple interest, first one, and second one, rate of interest. That means in this way. Clear? So this is the analysis of the question, and now we think which formula we put and how we solve this, because you are not enough old to understand the question sometime. So when you do this type of analysis, it's easy for you to solve it. Okay. Now first thing we see that it is in years. So change it into months. So we have to multiply with the 12. Okay. So we have 24 months. First step. Clear? Now we have to find a simple interest. So we have the formula for simple interest: installment into n plus 1 into r over 100 into 2 into 12. But here we see that we don't have r, we don't have simple interest. Two things are not there. So this formula is not applicable here. So again, what is given? The maturity value. So the formula for maturity value is installment into n plus simple interest. Here we have this installment and this, and only one quantity is not there. So firstly use this formula, and from there we easily got the simple interest. Okay. So I just put all the values here. 6,7,500. Then installment money is 2,500. Number of installment is 24 plus simple interest. Okay. Now multiply this and subtract this. Okay. So we have to multiply 25 into 24. So we have 4 is 20, 2, 4 2 is 8, 9, 10, 2 5s are 10 and 5. So we have 600. Clear? So we have here 67500 is equals to 600 and 20 more plus simple interest. In this way we get simple interest after subtracting this as 7,500. So this is the simple interest, and first part of our question is solved. Okay. Now come to the rate of interest. So when we put simple interest here, we have only one quantity unknown. So now we apply this formula. Clear? So just rub it. Now we are applying this formula in order to get the rate of interest. So when you solve the questions of your chapter, just do the analysis. It gives you very easy. Now installment is 2,500 into 24 into 25 into rate of interest over 100 into 2 into 12. 100 get cancelled, 12 to the 24 get cancelled. So we have 7,500 is equal to 25 into 25 into r. Clear? So value of r is equal to 7,500 over 25 into 25 divided by 5. We have 5. Here we have 1,500. Now we have 300. Now 5. Now 60. Now it is ultimately rate of interest is 12%. Okay. I think you understand the concept. Now I am taking another question. Now another question which we have on the screen is: a man has recurring deposit for 2 years at 6% per annum and he gets 1,200 as interest. Now find the monthly installment and amount of maturity. Now just do the same process, do the analysis of the question. So we have the man has recurring deposit, but the deposit and the installment is not given. Okay, so we don't have installment money. It is not given how much money he deposited every month, but he deposited the money for 2 years. That means N is given, which is 2 years. Now as we know, we have to convert into months. So we have 2 into 12, that means 24 months. Okay. At 6% per annum, that is the rate of interest is 6% per annum. He gets 1200 as interest. 1200 is not the maturity value, this is the interest. That is simple interest is equal to 1200 rupees. Clear? We have to find the monthly installment and we have to find the maturity value. Okay? Now you can just observe that if you do the analysis, then the question becomes so simple to solve. Because after doing analysis, it's easy to put the values in your formula. Okay? Each time you simply have two formulas. The formula for simple interest and formula for maturity value. Okay? Now, this is the maturity value. You have to find maturity value and this is the simple interest. Now, write the formula for simple interest. We have installment money into n plus 1 into r over 2 into 12 into 100. This is the formula for simple interest. Now, simple interest is 1200. So, we put here 1200. Installment money we don't know. N is 24 months, that is 24. 24 plus 1, that is 25. And rate of interest is 6. So, divided 2 into 12 into 100. Clear? It gets cancelled. So, we have 1200 into 100 over 6 into 25 is equal to installment money. Now 25 4s are 100, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, we have 3 4s are 12, that is 800 rupees is the installment money. That means per month that man deposit the money of rupees 800 in the bank. Now we have to find the maturity value. Just observe in each and every question we use just this formula and the second formula is the maturity value formula. Okay. Now for maturity value we have the formula installment into number of times plus simple interest. Okay. Now our installment is what? Rupees 800 and number of months is 24 and simple interest we got 1200. Clear? So we have 4 8s are 32, 3 8 2s are 16, 3 19 plus 1200. Adding both of them we get 4 0 and 2. So this much money he gets as a maturity value after the 24 months. And the next question, next pattern I am going to discuss with you. Now this is the last question which I am going to explain you. And all the questions which I have taken in this video, they are all the concept based. Okay. And all the questions are just moving along with two formulas. Just do the analysis of question, put them in the formulas properly, and I am sure that you will get the answers properly. Okay. Now this is the last pattern of the question of your syllabus which I am going to discuss, and this is a little bit tougher question, so be attentive for that. In this question it is given, if maturity value of the recurring deposit is rupees this. It means when a person deposits sum of money in a bank for certain period of time, and when he closes his account, the man will give this money to him as a maturity value. Okay, this is the final amount of money which the man received after closing his account. And the monthly installment is rupees 400. That man only deposits rupees 400 per month in the bank. And the rate of interest given by the bank is 8%. we have to find the number of installments, that how much months he deposit rupees 400 in the bank. We have to find out this. Okay, just do the analysis. So we have maturity value money which he got from the bank is rupees 16,176, and monthly installment which he's deposit in the bank is rupees 400, and rate of interest provided by the bank is 8%. Clear? We have to find number of installments that man deposit the money, that for how much years, for how much months the man deposited rupees 400 in the bank. Now we are going to solve this. We firstly use the formula. In each and every question generally we see that we use both the formulas. Sometime the first one earlier and sometime the second one earlier. So just I am going to write the first formula. Simple interest is equal to installment into number of installments into rate of interest over 2 into 12 into 100. So as you know, this is your formula. Now put values. Here we have installment rupees 400, and n we don't know. Rate of interest is 8%, 2 into 12 into 100. This is our simple interest. Clear? This get cancelled. 2 4s are 8 cancel, 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12 cancel. So we left over with 4n plus 1 over 3 for the simple interest. Okay. Now maturity value is given. So we again use the formula for maturity value. So as we know, maturity value, for the formula maturity value we have installment into number of times plus simple interest. Clear? So from this formula, simple interest is equal to 16,176 minus installment into number of times. Clear? So we have 16,176 minus installment is rupees 400 into n, because we have to find out the n. Now here I have the simple interest and here I have the simple interest. So we can equate both the equations in order to get the value of n. So now I am equating both the equations. Clear? So this one. So here we have 1. So we solve it. Just see. We have 16,176 minus 400n, and it is equals to 400n plus 1 over 3. Clear? Now we can solve this by doing the cross multiplication. So we have 16,176 into 3 is equals to 4n square plus 4n. This is into 3 that goes here. That means plus 1200n. Now we have 6 sevens are 42, 4 6 21, 25, 2 3 ones are 3, 4 5, 3 6 are 18, 3 ones are 3 1, 4 is equal to 4n square plus 1204n. Okay. Now divide the whole with the 4. We have 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, 4 eights are 32. Here I have n square, 4 threes are 12, 4 ones are 4 and n. So this is a form of a quadratic equation. So we have to solve this quadratic equation either by prime factorization or by discriminant method. Clear? So when we solve this, we find that we have two values. By subtracting them, we got 301, and multiplying, we got that much value. So I write 337 n minus 36 n. So here we get 301 minus 12138 is equals to 0. Okay, just take the common. We have 337. Here we take the common. So we have 337. Clear? So the value for n is n minus 36 and n plus 337 is equals to 0. Okay. So when we find the value for n, we have two values. N is equal to 36 and n is equal to minus 337. So installment can never be negative. It must be positive. So man deposits up to 36 months. That means he deposited up to 3 years rupees 400 in order to get the maturity value. In this way, I am just pack up with the chapter banking of your syllabus, that you have to remember only two formulas. First formula is simple interest is equal to installment money, or P, into n plus 1 into R over 100 into 2 into 12. Clear? And the second formula, maturity value is equals to, I will write it installment money as I told you earlier, installment money into n plus simple interest. So this is the second formula. Only two formulas are used in your whole chapter. Do all the questions. Best of luck. If you like the contents, then please subscribe and share my channel with your friends. Thank you.